Hi, this is Lloyd Rawson again, and I have an interesting discussion I would like to talk about today. Healing, or people's health. One of the things that I find so many people, we've gotten to be such a impatient society, and also a rushing society, that we really don't understand our body needs to have time to heal. And also, the body plays a part in all healing, even emotional healing. One of the things that people totally forget about is that when you have any kind of trauma, it's not just a physical trauma, but it's also an emotional trauma. So you have both the physical, your body, and the emotional involved in healing. Doctors, when you go in for an open heart surgery, what is one of the things that they'll tell you to do? You got to change your lifestyle or you'll be back in for another open heart surgery. So this is the big thing. You have to change. And we have been pushed through pain and also anger. It's the reason why I like the emotion anger, because that goes ahead and causes us to want to change because we don't like the anger. But also pain will drive us to change, to go ahead and get us to change. So this is one of the big things the body uses to get your attention is pain. People who are extremely stubborn, one of the things that we find is they will go ahead and have a stroke. Why? Because they're too stubborn to change. And the body says, well, I'd rather die than change or switch. So this is one of the things that we have whenever we're working with it. And they're a thing that is very common. You go ahead and hear people who talk about their joyless life and who's the one who has heart attacks or heart problems. People who talk about the fact that there's no joy in their life. So these are some of the things that health-wise you have to be aware of. That you can't just go out and take your pill or go to the doctor for whatever to go ahead and heal. You yourself have to change. That means you have to change something in your life so that the healing that is taking place, either by taking the pill or going to see the doctor, surgery, what have you, can actually take place. If you don't go ahead and allow the physical to get in there, it's going to stay buried in the body and continue to go ahead and cause a problem. So many people, it's very interesting, at around 50 for men, actually it's 45 for men. Women, it normally starts at about 50, 55, go ahead and start having a lot of pains. Why? Because they've had stuff buried all their life and they haven't done anything about it. So the emotional pain is finally pushing the body to have a physical pain. One of the things that they'll tell you about cancer, it is a long-standing emotion eating away at the self. So one of the things that anytime anybody has cancer, if they would just go ahead and see what's been bothering them all these years, they can assist their healing. Because I've watched cancer go ahead and be healed. So this is one of the things that as we go ahead and face different things in our life, emotionally or physically, we have to connect the two. We cannot take it just on the physical because people have died on the operating table. That's because they weren't doing the emotional work to take care of whatever the problem was. So here's the thing. Whenever you start looking at working on any kind of physical ailment, think of it as a two-part problem. One is, you're going to have to go see your doctor about it. But the other thing is, what are you going to change in your life to go ahead and actually get rid of whatever the problem is? And this can be emotional, physical, doesn't make any difference. you have to change. So these are some of the thoughts to consider when you're working on healing and health. I'm going to go ahead and have others on this subject, but this is the first one. Most people do not consider that healing is a two-pronged approach, physical and emotional. If you don't do that, you're not going to go ahead and permanently fix whatever the problem is. How many times have you heard of people who've gone ahead and been, quote unquote, totally cured, and then 6 months, 3 years, whatever later, it's back again? That's because they only did part of the work. So keep that in mind next time that you have a problem and see what can happen, because like I'm teaching the class tonight, this is a major problem in any kind of health situation out there. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.